Hello everyone and welcome to this video where I will show you and talk to you about TRE, tension and trauma releasing exercises. That's a method that has been invented by David Berceli, and it's a method to really release tension and stress out of your body. Very helpful since we have the tendency as human beings to accumulate tension and stress in many different ways. And in the following couple of videos I will be talking about a variety of things before actually getting into the exercises themselves, because it's very important also to be able to understand what happens to your body when you are getting yourself into a situation that is not good for you. TRE is a wonderful method to help you get tension out of your body and release this energy that has accumulated in your body. But it's even better if you can avoid getting to accumulate tension in your body. And this is why I'm going to take the effort and time to do these little videos with you before actually doing TRE exercises. Okay, first things first, we have to talk about our neurologic system, how to respond to critical situations. And it's important to understand that we have different parts of our brain that enable us as human beings to make complicated thoughts, to understand ethics, social behavior and whatnot. So all these very complex things we can do only because we are equipped with the so-called neocortex. This is the neural part of our brain. Now, whenever we are in a critical situation, we really don't have the time to think whether or not we should deal with the situation this way or whether it's ethical to do that and whatnot, because we would be long dead and extinct as a race if we would work like this. So, what happens is that the neocortex part is just not functioning anymore. We don't have access to it anymore, and our older part of the brain, the so-called reptile brain, is taking over. And usually it gives us three options on how to deal with these situations. It's fight, so we are fighting like crazy to get out of a situation. We are running away to avoid the situation, or, and that's the third one, we are freezing. We are freezing completely, we are immobile usually, and that is the third way. The third way is also the most complicated one to understand for people who have been in a situation like that. And usually they're feeling horrible about themselves that they weren't able to react by either fighting or fleeing. So, important for you is to understand you don't have an option. You cannot make a choice. It's actually your brain who does that for you. And it might seem completely irrational, illogical or whatnot, but knowing that will enable people who actually froze understand that they didn't have a choice. So it's nothing to be ashamed of, it's just your body taking over. Okay, now many of you will say, okay, that's pretty dramatic, but I'm not in a situation where I have to fight or flee from for my life. So what is this going to do for me? The interesting part is that we humans have the wonderful neocortex on one hand, but we also we are not able to really understand in some situations the difference between a dramatic situation or a situation that is just creating stress and tension for us. So we accumulate over time a lot of tension in our body through situations that have to do with our normal daily life. As a little example, you are at work and your boss comes in and he's going to tell you that in addition to everything else that you're doing, you have to prepare some additional work that has to be done by tomorrow. And by the way, the vacation that you wanted, I cannot approve because of that and that reason, and because the economical situation is so bad, unfortunately, I have to tell you that there will be a cut in your salary. Already you can understand that this is a lot of stuff happening at once, and you are reacting with your body and your emotions on these situations. Now imagine after having heard all of that, you're going home only to find a tax bill in your mailbox. And when you decide, okay, not now, I'm gonna just relax in front of my TV with a beer in my hand or whatever, TV is no longer working because it's damaged. There you go. Is that enough tension and stress for you or what? So you can see accumulative stress is also having a toll on our bodies and our minds. This is why TRE is also a very effective method for people who haven't suffered a severe traumatic situation. It's also interesting to know that trauma has been wonderfully described by people like Bessel van der Kolk and other specialists in that area as something that is overwhelming us. So, and then trauma all of a sudden gets a completely different meaning. It's also important for you to understand that in no way the TRE exercises are the solution for heavily traumatized people. It's just a way for your body to release tension. This is the important aspect. So people who are heavily traumatized need additional support through other therapeutic modalities. Okay. In this video we talked about how we react on stress, and that unfortunately also accumulative stress can create problems in our body, and that TRE is giving us a way of releasing this. Because we have to also go a little bit back again to the situation of the fight, flight and freeze. So we only talked about that we are activating our neurologic system by a situation, that we are going into fight, flight or freeze, but what happens after? So in a normal process, what would happen is that we need to get rid of the energy that has accumulated in our bodies. And the high amounts of energy that are produced in our body are actually produced by adrenaline in the cases of fight and flight. And in the situation of a freeze, it's completely different hormones that are being released, and there are more opiates that are actually making us drift away. It's almost as if you're getting sorry for my little brain break. Not a sleeping pill. That's it's calming you down. I don't remember the expression right now. It doesn't really matter. So the same thing though. We need to release that energy that has the tension that has been produced in our bodies, and that's what TRE is doing for us by the natural mechanism of shaking. So all of you have experienced a situation that must have been quite traumatic for you, or at least challenging, let's say challenging, and then your muscle start to shake, wobbly legs and so on. That's exactly the natural way of these shakes to release the tension, and that's what we want to do with TRE. So, in the following videos, we will talk about several techniques that are going to enable you to be more aware of what is happening in your body. We will talk about grounding, and then we will go also into a matter of self-awareness, controlling ourselves. Where are we? Are we activated? are we already in a different state of pushing ourselves? And this is also very important. We're going to talk about that in a different video, so stay tuned, and I'm sure you will enjoy all of the following videos as well. Bye bye. Hello again. I hope the information in this video was helpful for you, and of course there are a lot of other videos that I already posted in my YouTube channel. You can support me by subscribing to this channel, and that's very simple. You just have to press the red button underneath this video with the name subscribe on top of it. Very simple. So every time I'm going to post something new, you will be informed, and that's of course perfect. Thank you. Bye bye.